Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. So we are doing another Breaking Bad reaction. Quickly want to talk about a certain character that has everybody's opinions all over the freaking place. This is my views and opinions on Skylar. So yeah, I messed up. I made a mistake. Comparing Walter and her boss was not a good idea because it's not the same thing. It's not the same situation. I was reading people's comments. There's comments from like both sides of it, like agreeing with Skylar's side and then not agreeing with Skylar's side. And there's like very valid points on both sides. I feel like my mistake was that I was comparing two situations that were not even similar to each other, and I thought they were, and that was my mistake, my bad for that, and I'm sorry. In this particular situation, Skylar has every right to be mad and upset at Walter being in the drug business. He's lied to her, he manipulated the situation, the truth around what he was actually doing. Yeah, he was bad. He was being a bad boy. I feel sorry for Skylar in that sense, but at the same time I feel like we can understand Skylar but still not agree with certain things that she is doing in this situation. She is still in a sense hypocritical, but not in the way that I was saying originally with that whole Walter and Ted situation. She just refuses to kind of understand the situation, especially since the situation is so unique with Walter. I think I understand too, like even if she did have a sit down with Walter and was talking to him, could she even believe what he was saying after all those lies? Like I get it. As like the viewer, it's a lot easier for me to judge that because I have seen it actually play out on screen and not Walter's version of the truth. But at the same time, I would do things a lot differently if I was her. This has to do with why I get so annoyed with her is because we're two completely different personalities. I would never approach things the way that she approaches things. One of the main issues that I have with her is the way that she is treating her son right now. The way that Walter Jr. was making it sound is that they just came home one day and then Walt's stuff was all packed up and he like literally knew nothing about it. I think that was really wrong of her, and for her to pretend like everything was normal was not cool. I'm not saying that Skylar has to say that, you know, your father's a drug dealer. I'm saying like she needs to sit him down, say, hey, me and your father, we're not doing okay right now. We need to be separated for the moment. We need to take some time apart. Just explaining that alone can help a lot. And then another thing that I'm still not totally forgiving for her is of course her lack of understanding or wanting to understand. Really, it's like, wouldn't you be curious? Don't you kind of owe it to yourself and to your children to find out, you know, why is he doing what he is doing? Why did he make these choices? And honestly, like if you think about why he made the original choice to start cooking meth, it was really good intentions. Part of it was, you know, of course, paying for his treatment, but a lot of it was also just leaving money for his family. He was saying like Walter Jr.'s college tuition, his daughter's college tuition. Like I know what he did wasn't like the most noblest of things, but it makes sense as to why he did what he did. I'm not saying that she has to stay with Walter because honestly I don't think they're a good couple. Basically that's what we dealt with last episode is you know, Skylar and Walter and their situation. The creepy twins were in here. They made an appearance. They were creepy. They almost killed Walter. Walter was so close to being killed. He was taking a shower. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this episode and see what it's all about. This one's called I.F.T. Episode 3, I.F.T. Tortuga. Tortuga! Wait, he was dead. Oh, I shouldn't have the subtitles on. I ruined it for myself. I'm getting a flashback. Oh my gosh, are we gonna watch him get beheaded? Oh my god.
¿Serio te gusta? Oh, me encanta, Eve. Qué padre, Makota.
He's like, great, that's where your head will be. Oh, the twins! Oh wait, I didn't actually want to see him get decapitated. Yay, we're back into the drug stuff. I'm still impressed that it landed on the roof like that. Okay, I do think it's kind of like over the top changing the locks. That was a little, because who owns the house? I don't think she does. I don't think it's like completely in her name. I think it's like they both kind of do situation. So I don't really think she has the right to do that. I don't know. Because they aren't technically divorced yet. The house isn't in her name yet, so I don't know. That's why I think divorce is so messy. Like, who determines who gets what? A lot of times it isn't fair.
What's wrong with you?
Skylar, I have every right to be here.
No, you don't. You don't live here anymore. We're getting a divorce.
I don't agree to a
Well, it's not up to you.
I think his
If you don't get
divorce
out of here
lawyer would say
right now,
otherwise.
I'm going to call the police, and I'm going to tell them everything. I mean it, Walt.
Oh, is he gonna use what Saul said?
I need police assistance at my home right away. My soon-to-be ex-husband broke into my house, and I need an officer to come and remove him.
The divorce isn't through yet, so I don't think anything is like really settled, whether or not that house is hers or not. So I don't really know if she is allowed to do that. I don't know. Damn, they came fast. Is that them? They came fast. Oh, is that gonna be Walter Jr.?
So, are you going to be at work tomorrow?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Oh, there's the cops. They're coming for your father.
Hello, ma'am. We were called about a disturbance.
It's more of a trespassing situation, really. Yeah, that was me.
You called the cops on Dad?
This is about trespassing. About
But I don't think he
being
is.
here against my will.
Okay, trespassing. You're divorced then.
No, working on it.
Yeah, okay.
Right now we're separated.
Legally separated.
Well, there's
No.
not a court order, if that's what you mean, but we've been living apart for almost 2 weeks, give or take. I changed the locks. Isn't that
Yeah, I don't think.
breaking and entering?
His
No.
name is on the top.
I think that's also partially a reason why it made me so angry that that Skylar kicked him out. Was because she had really no right to do it.
Even if you just got a suspicion of wrongdoing, I can work with that. I'll get him out of the house for you. What's your take on this?
It's my mom's fault. She won't even say what my dad did, and it's because he didn't do anything. I don't know why she's being this way. My dad, he is a great guy.
Son, it's not your mom's fault.
Mrs. White,
Officer, assistant, or pressure.
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's no legal basis for us to remove your husband from the house.
I'm surprised she didn't say anything.
Out of control.
I've got 4 little words for you. Do not call in. However, if you're cool, leave it at the beep.
Oh, yeah. I feel like there needs to be somebody there for him. Because I think he's really alone right now. And really the only person that's there for him in his life is Walter, and Walter can't be there for him right now. I don't know. I don't think he should be alone. Hi. You're not going... What are you gonna do? Oh, hi. What'd they do to that poor old lady? Oh no. What'd they do to her? Oh no. Not the old lady. They stole her van, but what does that mean for her? Oh, they're all connected. Okay.
Pero don Salamanca tenía un sobrino que se llamaba Tuco.
Oh, his name is Don.
Sí,
Okay.
sabía de él.
Why did I think his
Y a
name
lo
was
mejor
Hector?
también sabes que don Salamanca fue su mentor en el negocio. Lo trataba como un hijo. Y cuando don Salamanca ya no pudo seguir en el negocio, Tuco tomó su lugar.
Tuco was
Era
kind of
el
crazy
mero
though,
mero
let's be
del
real.
norte. La sangre se
Blood
parte
must
con
be...
sangre.
Oh jeez.
Los
These
primos de
guys are
Tuco
hardcore. Tuco's
tienen derecho a
cousins?
vengarse.
Oh god,
La
they have...
familia
Oh my
Salamanca, el
god.
cartel, todos están unidos en este asunto.
Oh my god. Walter, I'll pray for you.
No problema
Okay.
con sus de esas. Pero, precisamente, estoy involucrado con este señor. Cuando nuestros negocios se terminen, no me importará
Oh
lo que
god.
hagan con él.
Gus is gonna use and abuse him.
No puedo garantizar que pongan atención. Ellos...
The fact
son
that,
como tú y yo.
yeah. The fact that frickin' the twins were cousins with frickin' Taco Tuesday, that's just insane to me. So it is personal for them. I love how they're just after Walter White and not Jesse. I mean, Jesse was the one to finish him off.
Words
Well, no, actually Hank was, but Jesse was the one to shoot him, actually. Walter really didn't do much. He did try to poison him, but he failed at that. Jesse was the one to get the first shot in, and Hank was the one to finish him off. So it's kind of funny how Jesse's like, they don't even care.
Sue your husband for divorce immediately. Let me go to the police and tell them what you just told me. I'll go in ex parte to get a restraining order from the court today. If he comes anywhere near you and your children, he'll go straight to jail. No questions asked.
I don't want my son to find out that his father is a criminal. I can't do that to him.
And it may not be up to you.
Oh, that really
Drug
hurt.
dealers have a way of getting caught.
Unless you're Walt and your
Walt has
identity
lung cancer.
is hidden. Yeah.
His treatment bought him some time, but the doctors, they all say that sooner or later. I can't see why I should lay all this on my family when things may resolve themselves on their own.
Wow. So if he dies, that's a plus. Okay. Yep. Oh, not the teeth. Oh, the head. Okay. That's some brain damage right there.
Go tell my partner to get his ass in here.
Oh, Hank. What you doing, bud? And then there's Jesse. The other character I'm really concerned about.
Hey, if you're trying to tell me something, I've got 4 little words for you. Do not call.
The number you have reached 1494985.
I was gonna say there's gonna be one day where that phone's gonna be disconnected. Oh, it's a real pivotal moment for Jesse right now. It's kind of like a thing where it's like a sign, you know, like you need to move on. And it hurts, but it's necessary for growth.
I've done a terrible thing,
Yeah.
but I did it for a good reason.
Okay, this is a well-needed talk. This has been needed from
I
like
did it for us.
the very beginning.
That is college tuition for Walter Jr. and Holly. 18 years down the road. Huh? That is health insurance for you and the kids. For Junior's physical therapy, his SAT tutor,
Like I said, he always had good intentions starting.
groceries. I didn't steal it. It doesn't belong to anyone else. I earned it. The things I've
Yeah,
done,
in a weird way, yeah.
the things I've had to do, I've got to live with them.
See, this is just why I sympathize with Walter a lot more. Why are you creeping up on him like that? No. In the break room? Oh no, Skylar, I was just starting to understand you, girl. Hey, Ted wasn't want to pull back. I'm surprised. Don't touch your lip like that.
Hey, some coffee? That fork's looking real
Oh.
good. I like the looks.
Why? Why? Why?
Are your kids home?
Are you serious? Okay, now she's being vindictive, okay? Now she's being took it a step too far.
Lois really pitched in.
Yeah, that's another thing. One thing I don't like about Walt is that he also pretends that everything's fine.
I feel good about our talk this morning.
No.
I'm very eager to hear what you're thinking about what we talked about. But, you know, whenever you're ready.
And he kind of expects her to forgive him, now Walter is the one who needs to be understanding.
It is good, don't you think?
They both need to understand each other. That's the issue. Why does it look like she's about to stab him? Walter, be careful.
Louis?
Yes, please.
Every time I think we're getting somewhere with her. It's hard. It's so hard. I don't hate her, okay? I don't want to say I hate her. Because again, like, you guys help me with this too, of like understanding her viewpoint. But then she goes and does something like this and it's like, oh girl. I think why I side with Walter a lot more in these situations is because his original motivations were always good. He had good intentions all around. Skylar, on the other hand, you know, what was the point of sleeping with her boss? It was literally the only reason why she did it was so that she could tell Walter and kind of piss him off. I don't know how Walter was ever married to her. That's, you know, nothing against her personally. It's just that the two of their personalities do not match each other at all. I will gladly do like a video on like character study with Walter and Skylar, because I think they were written so complex that like literally as the viewer you can choose, you know, what side you're on, I guess, and it's like it depends on the perspective of the viewer. That's why there's so many different conflicting opinions on these two characters, is because it all depends on the viewer's perspective. And I think that's like, if you write a character like that, you're doing amazing. I think you've succeeded as a writer, and I would love to do a character study on these two. So if you want me to do that, I'll do it. Jesse, oh my gosh, our sweet little Jesse, he's not doing too good. Throughout this episode, I just felt a bunch of loneliness with Jesse. Like, it just seems like he's so lonely, and for me that's like really dreadful, which is why I'm like, he's making me nervous, man. Because being lonely is like one of the worst feelings in the world, I think, at least for me personally. So Jesse's making me real nervous, and I love how this show is able to convey those emotions with the writing and like the acting. Good job. Hank, he's also another character that I'm really concerned about. I really don't think he wants to go back to El Paso. Maybe this fight will change things, I don't know. Now like everything is like connected, you know? Like with the whole Tortuga and like that guy whose name I don't know yet, the boss guy, the twins, and freaking Taco Tuesday's uncle. It's like they're all related. Well, Taco Tuesday's uncle and the twins, they're related. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. It's kind of crazy how like everybody's all related, and they're all coming for Walter. And Gus is ruthless. He's like, you can have Walter when I'm finished with him. All right, that's enough contemplating for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you guys on the next episode. So goodbye and have a nice life.